Hi, this is Annie.
This is Ivy. Welcome to CRXCONEC. Today we are going to talk about the key elements of the structural cabling products, Keystone Jack and panels.
Yes, we provide Eternity series products to support the data center and the commercial building products. Let's find out our products.
Annie, can you let me know what's the difference between these Keystone Jacks?
Sure. So I would like to introduce you about the Keystone Jack. This one is 90-degree Keystone Jack. So it depends on the termination direction. So when we do the termination like this way, and here is a 90-degree. So we call this is a 90-degree Keystone Jack.
Okay.
And this one, the termination position is here, and RJ45 port here. So it's like a 180-degree. So we call this is a 180-degree Keystone Jack.
Okay.
And this is a toolless type, so it's suitable for the field termination. So no need any punch tool, so it's very good. Now we unbox our Eternity series Keystone Jack for you.
Okay, so here I'll unbox the 90-degree Keystone Jack first.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, so here is the first model, the 90-degree Keystone Jack, and the wiring position is clearly marked on the Keystone Jack, and there is the peak here, and it will help you to install easier. Okay, so here is the first model, and here is another 90-degree model. Okay, here's another model with the black color cap and also the Keystone Jack. So as you can see, the Keystone Jack IDC is oblique and it's a pattern design, and it has a better performance. And they are capable of the installation of the surface mounting box like this. Okay, so Annie, how about another model?
Okay, I will show you the Keystone Jack for 180-degree. This is the 180-degree Keystone Jack. Here you can show the logo like this. So you can wiring based on the follow the wiring code. Okay. So here you also can show the URL, the listed information. Okay. This is 180-degree and with the wire cap also. And I will show you another one, 180-degree Keystone Jack. This one, compared with the previous one, is more slim size. So this one is suitable for the high density. This one, not suitable for high density. However, it depends on the real situation. This Keystone Jack here with the color plate. So you can choose the color as you like. The color plate, the function is like the colorful Keystone Jack. So you can use the color plate to replace the colorful Keystone Jack. So it's a slim size. Very nice, and with the very new design cable cap.
Okay, so the last model is the 203 Keystone Jack, and there will be a Keystone Jack and the wiring cap. Okay, and also the cable tie here. Okay, so also the FTP model for K6A, so wiring cap and the Keystone Jack and the cable tie here. So we provide the model with the shelter or without shelter. And the model with shelter can prevent dust when the Keystone Jack is not being used. And to do the installation, you can wiring the LAN cable on the Keystone Jack and put it close to the Keystone Jack and close the cap, and it will make you to do the installation easier. And later we will demo the Keystone Jack pressing tool.
How can we do the termination job for the Keystone Jack? So Ivy, can you show us the termination?
Okay, sure. So when you do the installation, you have to wiring the wire according to the wiring map, and you can trim a extra wire a little, and you can put into the Keystone Jack termination tool, and just like this, and you can see it is properly fixed onto the Keystone Jack tool, and press. Okay. So here you will have the Keystone Jack terminate by the termination tool. Annie, can you show us how to use the pressing tool for the 203 type Keystone Jack?
Yes, sure. So I would like to show you how to do the termination for the toolless Keystone Jack. So there are two parts for the Keystone Jack. This is the wire cap, and this is the Keystone Jack. So the wire will be put on the cap like this. Okay, so it's follow the TIA, EIA, the wiring like this, A or B. Okay, so now just follow the direction and press down the cap as much as you can, like this. Okay.
Okay.
So press down. And now I will use the pressing tool. So release it first. Okay. Now it's finished. Now we will introduce our empty panel solution. So Ivy, can you show us the solution?
Sure. In Eternity series, we provide the Keystone panel with the shelter or the model without shelter. So if you choose the model with the Keystone Jack that is with shelter already, so you don't have to choose the model with shelter panel. Okay. So it's also very easy to install, and you can see the paper card size is very big, so it's very easy for labeling. Okay, so and this model is suitable for both shielded and unshielded cable, so it can reduce your stock greatly by preparing only one model Keystone panels. Okay, so here's another model, the standard 1U40 24-port Keystone Jack panel, and here's also a paper card here, and here is the rear of the Keystone panel. Okay. So here's another model, 2 rack unit height and the 48-port Keystone Jack. And here's the rear of the Keystone panel, and you can see the identical number port is clearly marked on the support bar, and you can fasten the cable identical into during the installation. Okay. So anyhow, about another model.
Okay, so I will introduce the solution for the empty panel. This one is our new design. We call the front access type. So I will show you how we use it. So first, take off this part, and then just push, and then you can take off. So you can do the installation first, and then after you finish the installation, you just put it back. And then you can fix it. So it's a front access type. It's very convenient to use for the field termination. And this is a 1U 48-port empty panel. So when you choose the high density solution, you must take care about the Keystone Jack, the size, the height, and the width must fit with your high density solution. So later we will show you how to choose the right Keystone Jack for the high density solution empty panel. So for this type, also with the paper card design, so it can solve your problem for the high density. Some high density solution without the paper card for choose. So this one with the paper card is a very smart design. Also we have the UTP and the STP solution for choose. This is angle type for 1U 48-port. We also have the angle type for 1U 24-port, and this one also for high density. So later we will show you how to do the installation for high density solution panel, and how to choose the right Keystone Jack also. Okay. So this angle panel, we can bend it like this, and this is the support bar. We also can fold it like this, so it can save the shipping space. It's a very smart design. Let us show you how we do the installation. So Ivy, can you show us?
Okay, sure. So when you do the installation, you have to check the Keystone Jack size, the stopper, and the width of the Keystone Jack. So when you do the installation, you have to check the stopper is properly fixed onto the Keystone panel, and the push, and you will hear the sound of the click, and which means your Keystone Jack is properly installed. And here's another model. Okay, so yes, and in the front you will see the Keystone Jack is properly installed, and you can try to shake it a little, try to make sure it's fixed. Okay, so here I'll demonstrate how to release the Keystone Jack. So here's a model without the space. Like this, you will see there will be a space for a screwdriver here, and this will make the release easier. The thing can take off it easily, but don't worry, you can also take off the keystone jack like this. If you insert the blade of the keystone jack and try to turn it a little, and it will be released like this. So this is how we load and unload the keystone jack onto the panels. Okay, thank you, Annie, to show us the importance of choosing the right keystone jack for patch panels.
Yes, I'm glad to introduce for you. And our Eternity series products can provide a total solution for the structural cabling. So if you have any inquiry or question, just feel free to contact with us.
Okay, so here's the information about the keystone jack and panels. If you like our video, you are free to let us know, and you can follow us on YouTube or LinkedIn. Okay, see you next time.
Bye-bye.